In today's news, it's not in the best interest of the people for the governor and government to be in conflict, says Premier. And Health Ministry heightens surveillance to increase monkeypox detection. And Premier Wheatley provides update to CARICOM on VI government reform. And we also see in athletics, McMaster and De Freitas ready to represent the world, the BVI in the World Championships. And Sizzle BVI 2022 set to return from July 20th to 25th. But these are more stories when 284 News return.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hooked, I tell you.
Well, welcome everyone. It's Friday, July 8th, 2022. I'm Kamal Haynes, coming to you live from the beautiful British Virgin Islands. I want to thank you all so much for joining us. Well, viewers, leader of government business, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley has said that despite sometimes having different views from the governor, it is not in the best interest of the people for himself and the governor to be in conflict. Well, Premier Wheatley made a statement at a recent press conference where he explained that oftentimes both parties have to find common grounds which lead to favorable solutions.
Because this constitutional status that we have, it has a relationship between the United Kingdom and a locally elected government. And we have to work together to be able to make this work. We don't see it as being in the best interest of the people of the Virgin Islands to be in conflict. As the governor has stated, of course, sometimes our interests may not intersect and sometimes our views and our perspectives may not be the same. But it doesn't mean that we don't continue to engage in a way that's constructive and collaborative and seek to hammer out solutions to some of the problems that we faced. We see this to be a better option than hostility, than a destructive fight between the United Kingdom and the people of the Virgin Islands.
Well, the Premier also said that as the territory continues to progress, the people of the Virgin Islands, through its constitution, will have greater say in determining what type of relationship exists between the BVI and the United Kingdom government.
This very same constitution that we're speaking about, of course, it allows for us, and this constitutional review process, it allows for us to examine the relationship between the United Kingdom and the people of the Virgin Islands. And as we set our course for the future, the people of the Virgin Islands have the choice. The choice is in the hands of the people of the Virgin Islands through referendum and also through making their voice known in the constitutional talks, what they want the relationship to look like in the future. So I would say until we get to that point, let's engage constructively in the process and let's try our best to work together in the best interest of the people of the Virgin Islands. And where we disagree, of course, let's do it in a respectful way, and let's not give up on seeking to find solutions and to bridge whatever divides we have. And also always keeping in mind what's in the best interest of the people of the Virgin Islands as we see it.
Well, moving on, viewers, where the Ministry of Health and Social Development is strengthening its surveillance in response to the increasing detection of monkeypox cases in the region. Well, this was confirmed in the Government Commission media release on Friday, which said the decision was due to the high risk of the disease introduction, which is linked to increased travel following the territory's return to pre-pandemic protocols. Well, Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Ronald Georges in a statement said, despite there being no confirmed or suspected cases of monkeypox in the British Virgin Islands, it is still critical that the territory raise its awareness and enters into a state of heightened vigilance and readiness so that it can respond quickly to reduce human-to-human transmission. He said, and I quote, "Well, the current mode of transmission is predominantly through close human-to-human contact, with direct contact with infectious skin lesions, blood or body fluids, and respiratory droplets, example, coughs and sneezes, and handling of contaminating clothing, linens or beddings of those used by an infected or sick person can also serve as sources of infection," end quote. Well, viewers, monkeypox, according to the Acting Chief Medical Officer, is a viral disease which primarily occurs in countries of Central and West Africa. Its symptoms are similar but less severe than smallpox. If infected, it can take between 5 to 21 days before symptoms appear. Well, according to the experts, first symptoms are typically flu-like, which include fever, headache, back pain, muscle aches, exhaustion, with swelling of the lymph nodes. Well, this then progresses to a widespread rash on the face and body, which this can also include the genitals, where the red bumps eventually turn to a pus-filled blisters that crust over. Well, the Acting Chief CMO said, and I quote, "A monkeypox disease is usually mild and rarely fatal. Most people recover in a few weeks without treatment," end quote. But the ministry also issued a few tips to minimize the risk associated with contracting monkeypox, where these include practicing good hand hygiene, which include washing hands often with soap or water, or using alcohol-based hand sanitizer, avoiding contact with infected or sick persons, wearing a face mask if you are in close contact with someone with symptoms, and practicing safe sex. Well, the Acting CMO further stated that persons exhibiting symptoms of monkeypox should call ahead before visiting their medical practitioner for examination and advice, especially if there is recent history of travel or contact with a person who recently traveled. Well, viewers, up next, Premier Wheatley provides update to CARICOM and on VI government reform, and McMaster and De Freitas ready to represent in the World Championships. Well, these and more stories when 284 News return.
You value traditions. Today. You value music. You value education. Family.
I love you.
Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Hello?
Wait, you had a lunch at camp? You don't say you were sick? What happened to our wedding rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns. All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
Well, welcome back, viewers. Well, Premier and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, has updated the Caribbean leaders on the progress of government reform at the 43rd meeting of the Conference of the Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community in Paramaribo, Suriname from July 3rd to 5th. Well, Premier Wheatley told the regional meeting of presidents, prime ministers, premiers, and ministers, and I quote, "Government reforms are progressing well. Previously initiated reforms have been integrated into our reform program, mutually agreed with the United Kingdom," end quote. But the Premier also committed to keeping CARICOM updated on the progress of implementing reforms led by the Government of National Unity. Additionally, he thanked CARICOM for their steadfast support and offers of assistance during the territory's recent political turbulence and pledged the British Virgin Islands full support to CARICOM as the bloc continue to take steps to address and respond to various regional and international challenges. While he continued on a quote, "But the British Virgin Islands is a proud associate member of CARICOM and will remain fully engaged as we tackle challenges together as a region," end quote. Premier Wheatley was joined by Assistant Secretary for External Affairs, Ms. Doynell Davis, and Special Envoy of the Premier, Mr. Benito Wheatley. Well, moving on, viewers, where top local hurdler McMaster and sprinter De Freitas are ready and prepared for the upcoming World Athletics Championships. McMaster recently collected a bronze medal in the 400-meter hurdles at the Stockholm Diamond League last weekend. His third-place performance came with a season's best time of 48.58 seconds in a race which was won by Alisson dos Santos of Brazil in a world lead and meet record time of 46.80 seconds. Well, 284 News caught up with the president of the BVI Athletics Association, Mr. Steve Augustine, who has spoken to McMaster following the race.
I did speak with him. He was quite happy with his run. He's been going through a few things over the past few weeks, so he was happy to get out and get a run under his belt. Right now, his aim and focus is on World Championships, which is coming up in another, give or take 2 weeks. So, that's the big stage, and that's where those wins are really counted. So he is all get up and ready to compete at World Championships. I spoke to him up yesterday. So, of course, you would have seen him run a few weeks back. Things didn't go as he wanted to. I spoke to him a bit. He's been going through some recovery type processes, and he was glad to come out and simply get a good run under his belt going into World Championships, which will be held in Oregon, USA, of course, within the next 2 weeks.
Well, Augustine also spoke about McMaster's form, stating that McMaster is contented with where he is presently.
This is athletics. You've got to win when it counts. You try to get races under your belt. Those are, for the most part, preparatory type runs going into whether it's a games or a championships. So, each athlete comes with their own strategy. Some athletes like to hit the track very early and try to get as many wins under their belt as possible. Some athletes, as you would see, would perhaps just sit back a bit and choose the races they run, strategizing going into the championships. So, there's not a method that works for all. Each athlete is different. Each coach pursues their athlete's achievement in a different way or fashion. So right now, he's happy where he's at, and I think as far as the association is concerned, we're definitely looking forward to seeing him perform well at the World Championships.
Well, also traveling to the World Athletics Championships is local sprinter De Freitas. Well, she will be competing in the 200-meter event. Well, 284 News recently spoke to De Freitas, who also qualified for the upcoming Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
Preparation for this 200 for the Commonwealth Games has been going good. I would say this was the best I've ever been prepared for a race. I just, every day, give it my all in practice. And yeah.
And for a sprinter like yourself, or ideally, how do you approach such games or competitions generally? How do you approach them? Is it a situation where you have certain goals set in mind to run certain times? How does that go for those viewers who are interested in knowing?
My mindset going into the games is just give it my all. Once I know I give it my all, then the results are going to speak for themselves.
And any goals at all you may have set to achieve at the Commonwealth Games, whether it be to run a personal best, season's best, anything of that nature?
My only goal is to run a personal best. Every time I've done a 200, I've dropped time, so that goal is still the same, to run a personal best.
And speak about that, as you did say, you gradually would ordinarily run and better your time from previous 200-meter races. How has that been, and what have you been doing different to continuously improve those times?
Well, after the race, I know, okay, I have more to go, so go back to the drawing board, put in the work, and then the work will speak for itself.
Well, viewers, up next, Summer Sizzle BVI 2022 set to return from July 20th to 25th. We get to that story after a word from our sponsors.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting. For people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer. BVI love.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works. Brilliant Hands and Minds Tutoring Services, one-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
The wait is over! CCT Fire is here! Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire, bring it home and upgrade today.
Well, welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Well, moving on to our final story, where after a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Summer Sizzle BVI will make a triumphant return this year for its 12th anniversary scheduled for July 20th to 25th. Well, Summer Sizzle BVI is a highly anticipated event attracting fashion and travel influencers, designers, models, press, celebrities, entertainers, leisure tourists, and water sports enthusiasts. With this beautiful tropical venue serving as a backdrop, they all come eager to experience this spectacular event. Well, Terry Donovan, the founder of Summer Sizzle BVI, recently joined us to discuss the event. Take a look.
Well, yeah, we have not had Summer Sizzle since 2019. Like most of the world, a lot of events were closed down and due to the restrictions and the spreading of the COVID-19. We were planning 2021, and of course that's when BVI had one of the largest outbreaks, so we had to cancel the event last year. But we are back here in 2022, and we are excited, we are pumped, and we are ready to bring fashion and lifestyle back to the BVI.
Well, Mr. Donovan also shared the lineup of events.
Okay, the event kicks off on July 21st. We do mention July 20th because that is the day that a lot of our guests and visitors come to BVI, because one of the things over the years that the feedback was that due to the process and of getting to the BVI, pretty much you need a day of travel. So people like to come in a day before, and that's the way they can get settled on Thursday night, and Friday they can get up on Thursday, they get in settled on Wednesday night, and Thursday they can get up and start exploring our beautiful islands. And Thursday night is a welcome culture and style party, a taste of BVI, and we're getting into the mix of festivals. So I'm actually calling all troops and people with amazing costumes to be a part of that welcome culture and style party at Loose Mongoose, and that's on Thursday, July 21st, okay, at 8 p.m. And then on Friday, July 22nd, we have an amazing party, okay, lined up it's called the Flora and Fauna Style Party. And just so that people understand what flora and fauna, it's really about, the biggest trend this year is about beautiful prints, beautiful floral prints and patterns. So, it's about bold colors, and we want, as we're coming from this pandemic, and we know a lot of people have been suffering, whether financially, mentally, emotionally, it's a way to uplift our spirits. So we wanted to infuse color. And so that Flora and Fauna Style Party is on Friday, July 22nd at Long Bay Beach Resort. And it starts at 8 p.m. We have DJ Carly and DJ Macmillan. So it's going to be really lit, as the young people would say. It's going to be lit. So we're going to have a really great time. And the atmosphere at Long Bay is spectacular. And the big highlight of the weekend, the Global Glamour Runway Show, which is on Saturday, July 23rd at the Multipurpose Complex. And we have for VIP ticket holders, which we want to encourage people to get their VIP tickets early for all the events. We have a reception from 6:30 to 7:30, and then 7:30 p.m. is showtime. And you can expect an evening of exquisite glamour, style, beauty, and a diverse mix of models from around the globe. And on Sunday is our sail and excursion, which will have a day trip to Virgin Gorda.
Well, viewers, to view that entire interview, visit all our 284 media platforms. Well, that's all we have for today's newscast. But viewers, before we go, we'll just like to remind you guys of the One VI Poker Run, which is set for this weekend. It would have commenced today, this evening, with a welcome party at the luxury deck at the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park. It will continue tomorrow with a One VI concert, also at the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park at the luxury deck. And then the big day on Sunday, July 10th, with a run to remember, with a poker run, which would be touching at least about 5 spots. So let me see if I can get to these spots according to the information here on the One VI Poker Run website. It starts at the Paradise Bar Lounge at King Garden Bay. Then it goes to the first stop at the Taboo on Yoss Van Dyke. The second stop is Blunder Bay on Virgin Gorda. The third stop, Loose Mongoose, Trellis Bay, Beef Island. And the fourth and final stop is the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park. Viewers, for those who are interested, you still have some time to register to be a part of this tremendous day that will be giving away a total of $20,000 in cash prizes. Well, viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.
Yo, everything good, Dad? Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy. What do you mean? Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home. What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know. Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me. Wow. What your name is? She? I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
You value traditions. Today, you value music. You value education. Family.
I love you.
Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Hello?
Wait, you had a lunch and you say you were sick? What happened to over in rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
Alright, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later. Bye!
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting for people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer.
Yo, everything good, Dad? Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy. What you mean? Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.